everyone, and welcome to the stream! This is your host, King of Fluff. I hope we have a fun time today. We are back on the Pokémon Shining Pearl Nuzlocke. That is where we are. Now, let me reintroduce the team. We have Deathride, Stabby McStab, Timothy Deluxio, Imperial, Blaze, and Thorn. That is what we have going on for us today. We're going to be doing this stream for a while. I don't know how long the stream may be, because I do have something going on later on today and this afternoon that I do want to go get taken care of. Nothing to be concerned about. Nothing at all. Just want to make sure that we get something done today. Now, let's get into it. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be, but let's just get into the meat and potatoes of today. We're gonna use Flash because the cave got dark again in between me saving, so we're gonna have to do this the normal way. But, anyway, hope you all are having a wonderful day. Let's get right into the battling. And I wanted to start this stream off right away with something important to talk about. Now, when I say important to talk about, I don't mean channel related, any of that. Some of you may know that we obviously discuss and love Pokemon a lot. And, well, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to merch drops for Pokemon in your local stores, like Target, Walmart, any of those stuff. All those stores. I don't know if you guys are paying attention like I am to the merch, to Pokemon's own, like, merch stuff that they drop in these stores. Well, something that I would be remiss if I didn't mention is we need to have a serious conversation exclusively about the mentality of people. Because here we go again. People are scalping. And I'm not just talking about, oh, they're scalping clothes. But I'm not just saying, oh, they're scalping cards. That's normal. That's a usual suspect kind of thing. But no. They're not just scalping cards, man. They are scalping clothes. They're scalping clothes. They're scalping any size clothes. And they're scalping they're stealing displays of the things that they're making, of what Pokemon has made. I am not kidding you. Look it up. It's insanity. Insanity. And I want you all to be assured I'm not part of that. I'm an actual fan who knows what the Pokemon are. Please, if you are out there and trying to buy clothes for your kids or clothes for yourself and the merch, and you see a bunch of grown adults just kind of buying everything, do not, under any circumstance, interact with those people. Do not interact with them. Do not even push or shove into them to try to get something. Just avoid, because they are becoming violent. They're doing things that they should not be doing. And I know everybody wants to get the stuff. Don't do it. It's not worth it. There's been tales of violence recently regarding people scalping, and that's not good either for anybody involved. I think we really, really need to focus on being better to one another. We really, really do. Also, one thing that might help is just straight up banning yourself from buying anything Pokemon related. I know that seems a little hard to do when you're not buying for yourself, or you're really just trying to, like, do something nice for somebody else. But when you're buying these Pokemon stuff, you're not helping the scalpers out. You're not helping people who want to get the hobby back to normal. What you're doing is making it harder. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in, like, the most, like, blasé, like, hey, you should probably back off of buying stuff for a while until, like, the market just goes kaput and the scalpers have no one to buy from. No one's buying their junk, so they have to get rid of their stuff, get rid of their inventory. It's just, all of it is bad. If you don't think that the Pokemon community is in a bad way right now, it is. You've got a competitive player being banned for celebrating too hard, which is crazy. He didn't even do that much celebrating. He was actually quite tame with it, and to be honest, it's just one of those things. Also, I didn't talk about the battling that we just did. I really don't think we needed to, because, like, to be honest, our team's decent. But again, like, that's my point. That's my point, is we have a bunch of problems right now with the way the world is. And add on top of it, man, the, like, ridiculous nature. The ridiculous nature of all of it. The ridiculous nature of it all is redunculous, you know? I appreciate that people... I appreciate that Pokemon is still a thing, but man, we really, really need to work on our social skills. We need to work on being better with each other. And we also need to just not interact with these people. With these people that are scalping, man. Because, like, all you're doing is telling them, oh, it's okay. I know you don't wanna... I know you're not scalping because you want to. You're scalping because you have to. Like, you're making it to where, like, you're buying... If you buy stuff from a scalper, you are part of the problem. I'm sorry, but you are. I understand there's only a few ways to buy cards right now, but you need to avoid them. You've got to avoid. You've got to avoid the merch store. You got to avoid the reselling websites like eBay and TCG seller or whatever. Whatever it's called. You got to avoid them all. They're not helpful. They're not useful. It's just not good. You are gypping yourself if you think that's the case. If you think that it's helpful, it's not. We need the bubble to pop, and the only way for the bubble to pop is to not buy from resellers. And I know that means that you can't participate in the hobby. So be it. To be honest, that's the reason why why I wanted to make this message at the beginning of the live stream. Because this is a serious topic that we need to talk about, is the fact of the matter of that. We need to remove ourselves from that. Dude, like, we gotta get rid of the, like, the mentality of, oh, I have to participate. You don't. You can ignore the hobby. The hobby will always be there. The hobby will always be there. Heck, if you really want to participate in the Pokemon card hobby, or the card collecting hobby, play TCG Pocket. It's free, you get 2 packs a day. It's decent, there's events, there's battling on it. Sure, the battling is simplified, and it isn't the real card game. But at the very least, you are still participating in it. You are participating in a card game. You are participating in the card game, you can still do it. As far as the merch goes, I don't know what to suggest there. That is the most unhinged thing I think I've ever seen this week. Is a bunch of grown adults buying out kids clothing up to adult clothing. I saw it on multiple different YouTube videos. I got sent one, which was crazy. Like, they are not good. It's not good. And as a firm believer that, like, it's a firm belief of mine that if Pokemon, the only way this gets anywhere near better is if the Pokemon company decides to put a hold on selling. Or something. I don't know. There's gotta be some movement to this. You have to be willing to change how you're handling things. You have to. There is no rhyme or reason to not do it. There just isn't. For instance, for me, I think the Pokemon company just seriously needs to think about it. Think about how much money is being spent on you, but also think about how much stress the community's under. Like, with everything included, we had a Pokemon Go champion be forced to not have his championship recognized because he celebrated too hard with rules that don't exist. And then you have this stuff of people going into stores, stealing displays, buying out all of the supply of things, and stores not doing anything about it because they like the bottom line. It's gross. It's disgusting. If you wanna, I highly suggest that there needs to be a change. I saw this week something that I wanted to mention too. I saw this week, and I don't care how many people see this video. I don't care. I don't care how many people see this live stream. I don't care. The one thing that needs to be talked about is I saw a thing this week with regards to it, right? With regards to to Pokemon's stuff, right? With the Pokemon card thing, I saw a thing from a podcast that I watch saying that a store, a full-on store, store in Japan took a stance, and what they did is they make it to where you have to be quizzed to buy anything in an effort to confirm who the real Pokemon fans are. So, for instance, if they were to do a quiz, and it's like a 15-question survey, and probably all simple answers, but a few trick questions in there, only real fans of the series who know all the evolutions and all of that would be able to get it. Would be able to know the answers. We need to do something similar. Stores need to be able to question, are they real fans of this series, to make it possible for scalpers not to exist. There's a store in Japan that does that, which is crazy. And sure, some people are gonna be like, ah, man, you make it. Like, what about the people that don't know it but are, like, fans of the series? I don't care. Don't scalp. Just learn how to learn the, you'll just have to remind yourself of the inner lore or something. But the thing is, though, that's the point that I want to make. Is sure, it's bad for the... You can remake it to make it, like, possible for real fans of the series to learn what is happening with it. Right? That's not a problem. You can make it easier on the people that want to buy the stuff, right? You can. It's possible. It's infinitely more possible to do that stuff. You can make it possible. And you can make it to where people who want to play the series or are involved in the hobby, you can make it to where you know that the people buying this stuff are the people that are interested in the franchise, that are into it, that like it, that want to be involved. You can make it that way. That's the biggest thing to this, is if you don't think that fans are going to not want that, they do. They want to be able to be respected and see that the community is being respected in that way. And on top of that, you gotta have limits, man. You just gotta. You gotta put a limit on how many things can one person buy. They can't just buy $2,000 worth of items and have their cart filled with like 50 boxes of cards. You just can't have that. You have to limit it, and you have to be like, you have to limit it down, and you have to have someone there who is a physical representation of the store to block them. To block it. To make it to where it's possible for someone like me, or someone that is not involved with the hobby as much, and just wants to buy a few cards for their niece, or their nephew, or their brother or sister, or their sibling, or their kids, who are into Pokemon, we need to do something about it in the stores. But we also, there needs to be something done in the community itself. You have to stop buying from resellers. But that is where I'm going to end this rant. I promised myself that I would make a rant about this, and we've done that. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna talk about the game now. I wanted to do that for the first, like, 20-ish minutes of this stream. And heck, you might see this rant again later. I might take this little segment and pull it into a video. But we're gonna end the rant here. I will definitely be keeping an eye on all of that. And there won't be many times that I talk about it, because I just don't think it's necessary to talk about that stuff, but That is what has been on my mind exclusively last couple of days. Alright, Cyrus. Cool, thanks for sharing your mythology, I guess. Alright. Can't do anything here, but we are en route 208 now. Beautiful. So, let's continue onward. Let's keep playing. Let's get to playing the actual game now, and see what we can figure out. I do have a goal for this stream. It's mainly to get to the next, like, to get to Veilstone, which is the next gem location. That is the next, that's the next big goal for me, is to do that. As of right now is the goal, but we shall see. We'll see what we can get from that. So, Geodude again. We bulldoze. And there we go. Alright. There we go on that front. I didn't mean to do that, because we do have an encounter on this route. Hello, Black Belt Kyle. What you got? You got a Machop. Okay. That doesn't scare me in the slightest. Better special attacker, hit it with an Ember. Ow. Okay. Didn't do a ton. A Mach Punch. There we go. And he took care of the Machop. Alright, the X speed is done. And we just keep moving along. We're still gonna put Deathrite in the lead. We will eventually not have Deathrite be in the lead. We'll eventually have something else in the lead. But for now, until he gets caught up, we are gonna have to have him kind of take over the lead spot. Oh, goodness. Make sure to hydrate, my friends. Make sure to hydrate. I have a crisp bottle of water, H2O, with me today. Also, hey. You know what? Let's talk about other things. We don't need to talk about just Pokemon and the game and stuff. Let's talk about Nintendo stuff, because we've got some pretty amazing things coming out soonish. Mainly, I don't know if any of you saw last night or yesterday at like 7 o'clock last night that we got a Direct, a Nintendo Direct for a brand new Star Fox 64 remake. Now, fans of the franchise will tell you, and right around me as well, we don't want another remake of Star Fox 64. The game is great, like, Star Fox 64 is good, but we really, really don't want that. We want another, like, actual new Star Fox game that is as high quality as Star Fox 64. And that's not just me saying that, that's, quite frankly, everybody saying that. Alright, we do have an encounter in this area. I believe. I think we do, anyway. I do believe that we have an encounter in this area. I need to remind myself which ones I actually need to leave this battle. Yeah, we need to look at the box real quick to remind myself of the, Okay, we have Machop. Let me make sure that I'm not crazy. What route are we on? 208. We're on Route 208. Just doing the one short thing. So, in fact, we do not have an encounter on this route. That's kind of sad. We do not have an encounter on this route. We technically do if you really, really want to count Barrel. But considering I have a Barrel already, I don't necessarily think that means that we should. We got the odd keystone from him, so we're good there. Let's battle this painter. But yeah, no, it definitely doesn't count towards that. He is sending out Mime Jr. Okay, was not gonna use electric type moves on you, but thanks, I guess. Bonsai dead. I'm actually... He's level 24 now. You know what? I have an idea. I normally don't do this, but I don't feel like grinding anymore. To be completely fair. To be completely honest. It's just gonna take too long for it to, like, get there. Keep old moves, thanks. Beautiful. Go, let's put Stabby McStab on the lead. Yeah, I would like to battle, thanks. Hello, fellow bug type. Zombie died. Okay. There we go. Down goes Roselia. Gorgeous. Grab the Bluckberry. And grab the Pineapple Berry. There we go. And let's head to Hardhome City. We finally have made it to the next town in our adventures. Nope. Thank goodness you happened to be there. If it weren't for you, who knows how far away my Buneary could... Okay, cool, thanks for that. Appreciate it, but I really, really don't want to do that. We're gonna go ahead and go heal real quick. There's a lot to do and see in Hardhome that we will be getting to. I will be getting to Hardhome. We will be doing a lot of Hardhome today. No, we will not be doing contests. The contests really don't impact anything. They're really kind of just there. I could show them off if I really, really wanted to, but I really, really don't. So let's get started by going to each building in this place. Starting off with the fan club. Just keep going. Just keep it going. Come on. There we go. We got the Poffin case. I think she measures your effort values. It's not even worth talking to her. Talk about super contest shows, even more super contest shows. Bet on this floor. Ah, the shell bell. I think that gains friendship, if I remember correctly. If we ever get a friendship evolution, we know that we can do that, at least. Let's go down here. Okay, that's the gym. There's Fontaine. Become a Pokemon coordinator, baby blah blah. Okay, what about you, super nerdy kid? Why are you not with? Because all your sisters are more important. Okay. Let's go up a floor. There's gotta be something important in these buildings. Grandpa. Old man. What about you? No stairs. Okay. What a waste of time, to be honest. You know, I'm not trying to be mean to it, but you know, that's kind of where we're at. Ah, goodness gracious. Okay, Fontaine, let's talk to you. We can't battle him yet. Sorry. I did it again. So, every time I see Fontaine, I always am like, oh, that's... it. Like, not every time, but like, when I see the, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. Fontaine's a character, alright? Fontaine's a character. Apologies, apologies, apologies. I always hate... I hate doing that. I hate it. I hate being that person. I do not like misgendering people. I really, really don't. It's a pet peeve. It's a pet peeve of mine. I apologize that I did it. I guess the confusion kept coming up as a kid, so that is a thing. Alright. Amity Square. Let's take a stroll. There's only one Pokemon that we're allowed to stroll with. And that's Blaze. There is something here for us. We do get TM45 Attract. I think there is nothing else in Amity Square for us to do here. So I'm fairly certain that they removed all the functionality of Amity Square. And it's just a cute place to go through. There's a Ghost-type plate. Yeah, no, there's nothing, like, here for us. Really? There's the Amulet Coin, which that's very useful. And in fact, when we, In fact, when we, Okay. In fact, when we can now have Pokemon follow us around. I was gonna say, in fact, when we get out of there, we are going to put some items up. I'm gonna give Deathride the Amulet Coin, for sure, and then I'm gonna give the, Quick Claw to most likely Tomothy. That way it makes a ton of sense. What's its special attack look like? Not great, so... There we go. And we're gonna have Deathride be my, follower. As we head into the contest show area. We're only doing this because the story requires it. So there we go. There we go, there we go. You obtain a tux. Fantastic, thanks. Thank you, Mom. Really appreciate you. That's wonderful, lovely, beautiful, great. Alright. We can move out of Hearthome. There's really not a lot here for us. Just, in general, there isn't. I hope you're ready for a battle, which is why I healed. That's why we went to the Pokemon Center. Also, subscribe's here, so make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Alright, he's got a Starly still? Really? That feels a little under-leveled. Jesus. I say that and we're over-leveled. So... Cool. Jeez. Critical hit was not necessary for that fight, but I guess we got it anyway. He's sending out Prim Plop immediately, which that is actually a threat. Oh yeah, I'll show you something wicked. Yeah, and I'll show you the door, so because I'm switching out. I'm not letting you take out my ground type. Thorn, get out here. It's time for, I think, your debut battle? Don't think I've used you yet. Magical Leaf, please. Beautiful. Prinplup's down. Blaze grew to level 27. Ponyta comes out next, which means we need to switch back out. Best bet is to go to Death Ride. Best bet's to go to Death Ride. It's using Growl, that's okay. Not worried about it. Now I'm using Agility, that's super annoying. Okay. Fine, so it has Agility, Growl, Agility, using Agility again. It probably should have attacked this turn. You bulldoze. What you got next? What's your next one? What's your next big bad? Well, 27 for Imperial. Beautiful. What's your next one? Roselia. Okay. I believe in Stabby McStab here. We're gonna switch out to Stabby McStab. And have Stabby McStab take this one. Right call. That's definitely the right call. We're gonna do Bug Bite. It having Bug Bite this early is really nice, though. What the? We're in trouble. I won't give up so easily. Yes, you will. Subscribe. Bug Bite one more time, and down goes Barry. Or I should say subscribe. And there we go. Tell me I lost. Yes, you did. Give me $4,000. Cool, thanks. Good for you. Let's go heal real quick. Also, there's nothing inside that cathedral for us. It's just a nice place to go to, where it's nice and quiet. And we're gonna heal real fast. Get healed up to full. I am gonna go ahead and put Stabby McStab in the lead slot. We're gonna head out. And I'm actually gonna have Stabby McStab walk with me. Look how, like, it's the tarantula from Animal Crossing. Oh no! Skorupi's really cute, honestly. Ah, we have the Happiny egg. Yes, please. Oh, I don't have enough room for it. Give me a second. We'll have a way to take care of this egg here soon. We will definitely be doing that. I will probably do that off stream, maybe. That way we're not boring you with egg hatching. I am 100% not using Happiny on the team, but it is a gift Pokemon. You do get it for free, so it's a nice addition. And Happiny evolves into Blissey. Blissey's a good Pokemon, don't get me wrong. We are now en Route 209. Beautiful. And allow me to just double check. Let me just double check something. So, oh, this is funny. That's really funny. Okay, we do have an encounter here that we can get. We have 2, actually. Technically 3, but I'm not gonna count one of them because it wouldn't make a ton of sense. No, it is not Babero. Technically, there's a lot. I'm not counting Babero because I feel like Dupe's Claws. I'm gonna claim Dupe's Claws because we already have one. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm counting it. I'm counting. So, let's talk about that. We have the evolved forms of these Pokemon. We caught them as their baby forms. We have the evolved forms. That's our encounter. I am counting the evolved forms of our Pokemon that we have caught as in normal, as not normal encounters. Normally, I wouldn't do such a thing, but we do have the encounter. Okay. Oh, we're fine. As long as we catch this thing, like, in the next couple of minutes, we'll be just fine. Yeah, as long as we catch this thing, probably now. Yeah. This should catch. It's a level 16 Pokemon. I can't imagine this being ridiculous. And we caught a Bonsly! Woohoo! Woohoo! We caught a Bonsly! I'm gonna name it... I'm sorry. I'm just basing it off of what we know it does. We're naming it Cries a lot. I'll re-nickname it later if we wind up having to use it. That's not good. Crap. Be something that he can kill in 1 to 2. Oh, good lord. Alright. Awkward. Stabby McStab, time for you to get, like, out of there. Because, you're low on health. I can't afford to have you die. Because I'm counting on you for, like, many reasons. Because, having a, powerful Pokemon like that is kind of nice. Also, I normally don't look up evolution levels. I totally forgot when Skorupi evolves. We have a very long time before Skorupi becomes a Drapion. We have a pretty lengthy amount of time before this thing becomes a Drapion. However, it becoming a Drapion will be a thing that will happen, so... Part of me thinks that it's gonna be well worth it. Oh, hey, look, a Badoo. And hey, look, the Badoo, that, Thorn can't do anything against that. Imperio, get out here. Badoo used growth. That's fun. But yeah, no. So, the next time we do a live stream, I wanted to mention this while we have the, like, lull in action, really. We're not doing a whole lot. We're kind of just battling and everything. The next live stream we do will most likely be a Pokemon Champion stream. We're probably going to spend quite a considerable amount of time in Champions the next time that we do a stream. Or Or the next time we do a stream, we might do a stream of a video game, of a different game not related to Pokemon, and do something else. Kind of showcase a different game. Because the live streams, I'm going to be honest, the live streams are not just going to be Pokemon focused. They're going to be Pokemon focused for the most part. Like, as you see, we're continuing our Nuzlocke playthrough. But really, the live streams are for that, are for different things. I'm not going to just do that. And I want to make sure I introduce that. So we might, because of Star Fox 64's re-release again, we might go that route and play some Star Fox the next time you see me. Or we might continue the Fire Red run, which is probably what I should do. All things considered. Alright. Yes, I agree, a good rod is good. So, no, I don't need you to explain. Why did you explain anyway? Gosh darn it! Alright, let's unregister the old rod. Because the old rod's pretty rough. And now we have an even better fishing rod. Meaning we can get a second encounter on this route. Because they're different encounters, I am counting them. Let's try it. Let's see what we get. What did we get? We got a Goldeen! We got a water type. We got another water type. Goldeen's an interesting one. Where I feel like Goldeen is an interesting one, where I feel like we could have gotten something a little bit better in this spot, but unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. We're gonna use a Pokeball to catch this thing. Number 1, number 2, number 3. There we go. We caught the Goldeen. Look at that. Kind of fun that we actually are getting Pokemon encounters and we're not failing them. I'm gonna name it Goldie. We're gonna send it to the box because I'm not gonna be using it. Let's make sure that these Pokemon actually go where they need to go. I'm gonna put Bonsly and Goldie there. We have some great options if we ever wanna, like, if somebody on the team, like, dies. We do have some great Pokemon options for us. So, like, that's not too shabby. Gonna go ahead and do a quick potion heal. We're gonna leave Stabby McStab in the front, but I'm gonna put Blaze in the second spot. Actually, no, I'm not. I want Deathrite in this spot. Ah, okay. You just give me stickers. That's fine. What do you got? 2 Lepa Berries. I will gladly take those. Those are useful. Besto Berries. Those are very good. Alright. Got a double battle. Yeah. Alright. So it is a Bonsly and a Mr. Mime. Not horrible. I would be terrified to use Bulldoze here. So, in that response, I'm going to use Knockoff on the Bonsly, and then Smackdown on on Mime Jr. And then I will switch. Oh, no. Good. Alright. One threat is down. Stabby McStab's level 26 now. That's good. We avoided the... Stabby McStab avoided the attack. I'm going to switch out of Stabby McStab, and I'm going to run Bulldoze. And there we go. There we go. Thorn's level 27 now. That's good. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think we are gonna go on our first break of the stream, since we're about to reach that hour mark. So I will see you all in just a minute. I'm gonna grab a snack, grab a drink, hydrate, do all that fun stuff, and I will be right back in a few minutes. Hello everyone and welcome back. Break time is over. I have gotten me some actual food instead of what I ate before stream, which was a Jello cup. I will turn the webcam back on once we're finished eating. Once I'm finished eating the meal that I have in front of me. But let's get back to it. Pokemon's a game where I can kind of eat a couple bites at a time, continue, bites at a time, continue. But let us grab this item over here, which is an X-Acrace. Hi, I'm a Pokemon. Cool, great for you. Alright, we have a Pikachu in front of me. This shouldn't be too bad of a battle. Let's go with Knockoff. Electro Ball. That does more damage if the Pokemon is slower than me, right? I believe so. There we go. Let's hit a Bug Bite. There we go. There we go, there we go. I'm so angry. Sorry, little Pikachu. Small child. Dressed as Pikachu. I had to steal your lunch money. Sorry. Just a... That could not have been done worse. I swear. Sometimes I just make myself laugh, I swear. Alright. Nicely done, Stabby McStab. We got a decent team right now. Like, I'm okay with the Pokemon that we have on this team. Normally, I'm a little more selective. But with a Nuzlocke, like what we're doing, where like you only have the Pokemon that are in front of you. You can only use the Pokemon that are in front of you, or the first time that you see them. I don't mind that. Like, at all. Alright. We're gonna knock that out. There we go, we beat the Pokemon Breeder. And yeah, I don't mind that in the slightest. I'm gonna say a technicality here. Technically, if we do everything in the Grand Underground and everything, we could technically do this. We technically get Spiritomb there. But unfortunately, with to get Spiritomb, it's extremely weird. And, like, unconventionally, like, difficult, so I'm just not gonna. So... yeah. Very curious about that. Let's go ahead and... like, grab this bottle of calcium. Not bad. Man, Blaze fell down and got a little frustrated. Poor cat. Poor guy. Alright. Alright. I don't even need to fight this thing. Why are we fighting it? Get away from that. I'll make sure we battle all the trainers on this route so I don't have to do any, battling. Because we're about to make it to the next city. The next town, I should say. We're not near a city, we're near a new town. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. What am I talking about? Like, why am I worried? Down it goes. Alright. Alright. There we go. BF goes down. Okay. Right. All right. Definitely need to get to Veilstone. Dun 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 dun. Excuse me, goodness. And we're gonna turn webcam back on. Hi, I'm back. Hello, hello. Ooh. Well, probably okay. I should have switched out. I should have switched out. I should have switched out. I didn't think about it. Please don't use a fighting type move on him. Yes! We're getting away with it. We're getting away with it. Oh. Really fast, really fast. Get out of there, Death Ride. Get out of there. Getting out of there. Getting out of there. All right. There we go, there we go. We use knockoff, then we wing attack, and then we're good. We should be good. We should be. How much did that knockoff do? That did a decent amount for knockoff. Alright, there we go. Alright. We made it to Solaceon Town. Now, with us making it to Solaceon Town, we now have the way to get that egg to hatch. I don't know about you. We're not gonna do that yet. I think I will do that off stream and get the egg hatched. We know what it is. It's a Happiny. So, like, that's not something that I'm worried about, so. I'm gonna get these berries really fast. There we go. And now let's go into the store. What do you got for me? Hello. I am buying those. At least 25 of them. Dust balls are extremely useful, especially in caves. I buy a couple repels, and there we go. Thank you. Keep moving on. Alright. Let's use cut here real fast. TM47 Steel Wing. Not a bad TM, honestly. Out of the bunch that you could get in this, it's not a bad TM to have. Like, Steel Wing is a decent move, especially because you get, like, a good enough... Like, it's a decent Steel-type move for bird Pokemon. And it's a nice coverage move if you don't have the move set for your things. Alright, as we enter into the grave site, which we know we have to do anyway to get anywhere in this, so... I am gonna go ahead and use the calcium on Blaze. We're gonna go ahead and pop our repels. Well, actually, maybe we don't need to use her. Well, you'll see what I mean. Got the Oval Stone, didn't even have to battle this kid for it. Now we do. Now we gotta. Now we have to. Ah, it's the other poison dark type. Which I think means that we need to have something else fight this. Unfortunately, like, Stabbing McStab just does not have good moves on it right now. With its, like... not that it doesn't have good moves, it just doesn't have moves that can really hit these, poison types with any damage whatsoever. So we're gonna bulldoze. Beautiful. Down goes the Stunky. Sends out Shellos next. I feel like Death Ride can handle this. It's like 11 levels higher. What does that do? Speed or accuracy? Accuracy, okay. Okay, good. Shellos goes down. And then we have Kricketune. Down it goes. I will say, once the repel wears off, we will try to catch something, because there is something in this. There are encounters in this area that we could potentially get. Well, never mind. There is no well, actually, yes, there is. We've not got this Pokemon, have we? We have not. Yeah, no, there is an encounter here that we can get once the repels wear off. Go ahead and hunt for it. Unfortunately, we're not playing at nighttime, so that means that we don't get the encounter that is here, so. That's a thing. There's our encounter! This is probably... Hopefully this doesn't kill. And it killed, so the area is gone. Cool! Waste of time. Shouldn't have used, Dynamic Stab for that. Oh well. I'm sure there will be other chances for it. Alright, here we go. Welcome. If you are just now joining us, we are playing Pokemon Shining Pearl. We are doing a Nuzlocke of it. We are doing a Nuzlocke of it. It has been very much a fun time so far. Which, that's good. And right now, we are in the Lost Tower on the southern side of Solaceon Town and at the end of Route 209. So, we are reaching the end of that. Probably within the next half hour or so, we will reach the town that I wanted to get to today, which would be the town of, wanted to get to Veilstone. We are very close to being able to say that we've made it to that and be able to face our third gym leader of the playthrough. So, we are getting close to being not done with the game, but done with that. We probably will fight the gym leader in this episode, potentially, maybe. It depends on what happens. I feel like we can probably do that, but I also would like to, potentially stop for the day there and kind of pick up the gym battle next time and start with something kind of intense. I feel like that would be more fun. Have it be something where, or the next battle, the next like hard battle, like the next thing we do is the gym leader, and that's gonna be really difficult and really fun. I think that would be really cool. Level 28 on Blaze and Imperial, and if I'm correct, ooh, Aerial Ace. I really like that for us. I am going to teach that to Imperial 100%, because I think that is a great move. Blaze grew to level 28. I don't think that means anything for him. I will say, when we get to Veilstone, our moveset's going to be crazy. Because there's going to be so much that in Veilstone that can help us be, like, really strong. Like, especially for, like, Pokemon like, our friend here. Like, our, like Stabby McStab, Imperial Blaze, Tomothy, Deathrite, even. Keep that. I don't really like Scary Face on Pokemon. Scary Face is just a really bad move. Like, I really don't like it. Let's get Tomothy into battle. We haven't battled with it in, like, an eon. I am gonna heal Stabby McStab up and Paralyze heal it, because I am gonna have it battle with Tomothy as its partner Pokemon. Alright, because there's two double battles here, so we should be in prime position for that, so that should be fun. You have a Bonsly. That is the one thing that I will say, is we are, like, pretty souped up for where we're at, because, like, unfortunately, the battles that we've been battling are very much, like, under-leveled, and that just brings to the point of, like, why I criticize modern Pokemon more, because, like, a lot of it is so easy. However, I'm gonna be honest with you, this game will get harder at the end. Like, we're having an easy time now, we will not be having an easy time later. Like, later on in this adventure, we're gonna be suffering. Let's check the TMs and see if we have anything that we can, like, do here. Nothing can learn Calm Mind. We have a couple that can learn Shockwave, Recycle, Cut, Taunt, Grass Knot, Sleep Talk, Substitute, which is nice, Double Team is nice, Track, Steel Wing, Low Sweep. Steel Wing I am actually going to teach to Imperial, because it would give it a nice coverage move. And besides, it hits really hard anyway. So Steel Wing's a nice little move to teach. It's better than Tackle, at least. Alright. Let's battle these two. And that's where we're gonna go. Ponyta and Buizel. We actually have decent Pokemon for this. We intimidate both of them. And yeah, the easiness factor is very much at play here. We're gonna... No, not Bug Bite. We are gonna do a knockoff. The Quick Claw activated. The Spark hits. Weasel just got wrecked. So sorry. You hit the knockoff, does about half. That's not good. Should be okay, though. We should be fine. It didn't do a ton of damage to it, so, like, it's not that big a deal. Alright, that's fine. Hit that with a spark, please, and down it goes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tommy gets up to level 28. I believe we're like one level below the, like, gym leader's highest, which is crazy. Oh, no, I don't want you to hold that. What is happening? I am gonna give, Savvy McStab the silver powder for now, because, like, that just boosts bug-type moves and makes Bug Bite really crazy. Alright, time to fight the morbid couple. Why would you take a date to a graveyard, man? Like, have we learned nothing from Thriller by Michael Jackson? It's a bad idea. The next thing you know, you're gonna have zombies coming out of graves, trying to eat you, or make you dance to funky rhythms. It's not a good idea. Like, why are you here, man? Smack down that, knock off the Mischievous. Didn't kill it immediately, but it will when... Astonish. Really? There we go. Down goes the Murkrow. Knock off again. Mischievous down. Beautiful. Beautiful. We beat that. Yeah, it's a downer. You took your date to a... Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We get the cleanse tag. And I think this is Defog. I believe this is Defog. No, it's Strength. Can't even use this yet, but, eventually we will be able to. Let's get out of here. Thank goodness for escape ropes. Thank goodness for escape ropes. We're gonna heal real fast. Team's not looking too bad, honestly. Not too shabby. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. It wants me to bring a Ghastly. It wants me to bring a Ghastly when I know I won't. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Okay, hold up. Which one is the, one that gives me the, day card monitor? I think it's you, right? No, it's not. You? No, that's Pokemon history. Highlighting the Pokemon that we've caught. What about you? No? There's one of you that gives me the thing that I want. I do have to leave... I think I have to leave a Pokemon in the daycare for them to give me the app that I want. Okay, in that case... Let's give them... What would be the most, like, useful Pokemon to put in here? Fish, probably. I think it's in the daycare itself. Yes, it is. Okay. Egg monitor. Perfect. So just to show what that is. That is not what I wanted. I think. I think all that does is tell us the, I think all that does is tell us the, nursery. Well, I think that's all that does, so... I thought there was one that gives you a daycare. Oh, yeah. I guess I was wrong on that. Alright. Alright, time to hop on the bike because we're not gonna do this all day. Go into here. There we go. The Salacion Ruins. We only need to catch one we already know that there's only one Pokemon here. There's only one Pokemon encounter in this ruin. Which does mean we are limiting ourselves. We cannot get the reward at the end of the Salacion Ruins. We cannot. Due to everything with this ruin. Okay, I don't like that, like, at all. I really need to start using the quick balls, but I'm kind of saving them. That's a great catch. Beautiful. We can no longer... We do not need to catch any more unknown. We caught the encounter! Woo! It's an unknown! And I already know what I'm gonna do. There you go. That's its name. That's its name now. It's just H. Don't test me. There. Don't need to worry about anything else. You, child, time for you to go home. Beautiful, we're not doing that, but whatever. Nope. There we go. You are a battle, I need to battle you. I'm gonna battle you, and then we'll keep going. I mean, we can't get the secondary reward for completing this area, so... We can do this, we just can't do anything else with the unknown area. Alright, there we go. We are moving right along. I got a Bronzor. Okay. We no longer have a Bronzor. And down goes the Geodude. There we go. Nope, picked the wrong room. Aha! Nugget. Got another rare candy. Starvod incense and mind plate. Just like that, we're done here. Thankfully. One more escape rope for the road. And there we go. And now we are out of there. Alright. Okay. So, not only do we have a new route to go through, we have a whole nother encounter that we can get. You have, I believe, what equates to one new encounter. Actually, no, I think there's 3 encounters that we could potentially get here. Yeah, potentially there's 3 encounters. There's potential for 3. Just a matter of what we can get lucky on. Well, turns out not super lucky. We're just gonna have a Ponyta. And I am gonna follow my own advice and use the Quick Ball turn 1. Perfect. No more encounters! And fun fact, we only have one other encounter coming up, and then we're gonna be done with encounters for today. Ooh, no, I got it. Nobu. There we go. There we go. That takes care of the encounters in the area. Let's pop that repel real fast. I'm gonna grab these berries. Alright. Grab the berries and call it a day on that. We've got, I think, very few battles in this area. I think this guy gives us the best one of the best recovery moves of all time in Roost. Which we will most likely wind up teaching to Staravia. Alright. Oh, hey! Apom! Goodbye, Apom. Really? That didn't kill. That's kind of sad. There we go. Girafarig, hello. Goodbye, never mind. Well, 28. We're getting to the point where, like, we could potentially go back to the Grand Underground. And can actually catch something that could be useful. Let's have Tomothy be the walk together Pokemon. Why not? Excuse me. Alright. Bug Bite on you, and then we Ember the Pikachu. I actually should have flipped it. Oh well, it's fine. Oh my gosh. Hacks! I call hacks! Alright. Down goes the Pikachu. This would be a lot easier if Stabby McStab had an actual poison type move to use and not just Bug Bite and Knockoff. I would love for it to have Poison Jab right now. Like, that would be great right about now. Heck, even like Cross Poison would be great. For the first time, and I don't know how long, everyone is the same level. We've not had that this entire time. We've come close, but everybody's been so disjointed in level. Like, really bad. we're really close to being, like, over level, like, not over leveled, but right at the level that we need to be for the next gym leader. We're, like, right there. We are. That's the crazy part, is, like, we're pretty darn close to being, like, leveled up enough. Level 29 on Blaze. Wants to learn the move Torment. I'm not gonna go for it. And then we have a Happiny. Oh, look, it's the Pokemon that we, could hatch the egg to see, which technically you can, if that's... Bye, Happiny. Thing is, Chansey and its kin have good EXP yields. Alright, there we go. Got the Great Ball. Alright. Hop off the bike real quick. We need to go heal. We're gonna move Blaze out of the lead, and I'll put Thorn there. There's a town full of breeders. We should be okay to do this. Alright. There we go. These two should be able to handle it. Wow, that magical leaf did so much damage. And goodbye, Stunky. Critical hit on the Stunky. Ariel level 29 as well. Alright. Yep, I knew it. Probably shouldn't have battled you, but you know what, it's fine. What you got for me? Cleffa. I need to switch out. Unfortunately, we just don't have any way to deal with that at the moment. And you know they're about to have like 3 of these things. There we go. I do know that we are very close to a certain Pokemon getting its final evolution, though. That's kind of cool. We're getting close on evolutions. of these guys, because we've got a few Pokemon left that are, like, close to evolving. Can't say the same about a few Pokemon, but, you know, some of them were decently close. Alright. We have made it here. We have Psyduck's blocking the road. We can't go north. And we've made it to the Moo Moo Cafe. And because we've made it to the cafe, we are going to take a small break. When we get back, we're gonna buy some milk. And gonna go ahead and make it to Veilstone, and we'll end the stream when we reach Veilstone. I will see you all in just a second. Bye-bye. Okay. Alright. Like I said, it was going to be a very, very quick break. We were not going to be doing a very long break. I do want to buy a lot of Moo Moo milk, because the Moo Moo milk is very, very useful. It's one of the best healing items in the game. Because with Moo Moo milk, it's, what, 100 HP per use? And none of our Pokemon are above 100 as far as HP goes. Like, that's just so useful. Like, there's so many uses for that. Alright, we're gonna put Tomothy in the lead for a minute, because the next we have our next area. We only have two, technically. 2 encounters in this area. There is only 2. So, we do have something here for us, if we can get it to spawn. I think Repel is still active, so we're gonna have to... No, it's not. Never mind. Just playing mind games with me. Alright. It is not Ponyta. There it is. That's our next encounter. There's our next encounter. This is an incredible option this far in. If, for any reason, our team gets swept, or for any reason that our team kind of loses a member, I would not feel too bad about using a Kadabra if we can get it to stick. Crap! I didn't think that was gonna kill. I really didn't. I knew Bite would. Oh man, that blows. Well, there goes that encounter. I just didn't think it would kill. I knew it was 8 levels higher, I just didn't think it would. Man, that sucks. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. We're fine. We do have good Pokemon. It's not like we don't have good Pokemon on our team right now, so... It's not that we don't. It's just a sucky thing, because, like, right now would have been nice to have had that. And I need to switch out immediately! I hate Bronzor. I was expecting ground types. I was not expecting, a steel type. But I guess with these Ruin Maniacs, I should probably expect the steel type. The steel typing. Oh crap, it's... Thank goodness. Come on, burn! He flinched, at least. Come on. Good job, Death Ride. Good job. Getting through the confusion, that's pretty nice. Thank you. Night-night for Bronzor. Thorn goes up to level 29. Sending out a Shieldon. First time seeing the, that Pokemon. Lives off of 1 hit because it has Sturdy, because of course it does. We can't have nice things. It's using Metal Sound. Wow, we've hit through the confusion each time. Like, each time it's hit through the confusion. That's kind of crazy. That never really happens. Because, like, normally with this, you have to be, like, extra careful. So, like, we grabbed an Ether. I don't know if you're a battle or not. I know you down there are. Are you a battle? You are not. You are a TM giver. You are payback. Gorgeous. I love that for me. I know those 2 battles are definitely battles. We are going to swap out Roselia, or Thorn, for Imperial here, because I want to battle these fools. There we go. Derek sends out Curl Gunk. Curl Gunk. Okay, it's Anticipation Shuttered, which honestly that just means that it's easily killed. That is the stupidest ability in Pokemon, by the way. When you have a Pokemon that just has Anticipation, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Cut it down. You know what? I did mean to keep Staravia in the lead, because, like, I don't have another Pokemon that can take care of it. Wouldn't be so bad if, one of our Pokemon knew, like, a Fairy-type move or something. Or us ourselves had a Fairy-type. To really maximize, but I hate Detect, man. I hate Meditite. Every time I go up against a Meditite trainer, it is always, they start with Detect. They always start with Detect, or they will always use the Detect to break through. Alright. There we go. Also, by the way, I'm kind of impressed with myself. This is my first Nuzlocke in a very long time, or my first time doing a Nuzlocke. It going this well is kind of intriguing, to be honest. Like, it's going fairly well. I'm gonna call. No, I was wrong. I thought they were gonna go for the obvious, bet you they do it this time. No. See, this is what I mean. Meditite's weird. Like, I always think they're going for the, Detect at the start of each battle, because they always do. Like, without fail, it is the most common move that they have. There's the Fighting type plate. That's very good. Alright, we've battled, I think, just about everybody. Keep moving. Oh, we have one more Fighting type trainer. Oh, goodness. You're just making me stronger, guys. You're just making me stronger. Oh, hello, Krogunk. Yes, my goodness. But as I was saying, Anticipation is a really dumb ability, because all it does is tell you what move, tells you that, like, hey, the Pokemon's weak to a move you have. That's all it does. It does nothing but tell you that. So it's literally pointless. It is a pointless move. It's a pointless ability. Like, I should already know that the Pokemon is weak to the Pokemon that I'm using. Like, I'm using a specific Pokemon to take care of a certain trainer type for a reason. Anticipation is not necessary. There we go. There we are. Alright. TM34 Shockwave. Not a bad move to have. Now, I know that our team is like level 28 here and then level 29s across the board. I don't necessarily care about the levels per se. It's more along the lines of the battles ahead. We have a very tough battle coming up that I'm not looking forward to. Like, at all. So we are gonna go ahead. This is one of the battles where I'm nervous. I am nervous for this because this could go really bad. Because I remember these Ace trainers, which by the way, you can battle them separately, which is very helpful. I would do so. I am telling you now, this is what you need to do. Because these Ace trainers don't mess around. They are not... They aren't easy battles. They're very difficult battles. Even though they're level 23 and we're like 6 to 7 levels higher. Even with that, they're tough because they still have very good Pokemon. Quick Claw popping is kind of crazy. We hit the bite. Hey, and Kadabra died. Beautiful. Level 30 on Tomothy, level 30 on Imperial. That's really cool. Perfect timing, too, for this. 1,656 Pokédollars. And we have an evolution. We actually have something big happening this time. And we now have one of my favorite electric types. We have a Luxray. Doesn't learn anything new from being a Luxray, mind you, but it is really neat that we have that now. Our team is looking really good. I'm liking the team so far. This is the other trainer. We battle the other Ace trainer. Ace trainer Dennis. He's got a Monferno, which that's not the scary Pokemon. That's not the scary one. The scary one's coming. The scary one's coming up after this. The Monferno's not scary. Like, at all. It is definitely not scary. Critical hit on its first battle. Man, Luxray's cool. Level 29 on the Stabby McStab and Death Ride. That's cool. Death Ride grew to level 29. Doesn't learn anything, though. Say hello to the reason why I'm terrified. We have a Gyarados in front of us. Yeah, no, I don't like Gyarados at all, so hopefully... Yay! Goody. I mean, we are like 7 levels higher, so like, us being terrified is very much not something that we should be worried about in reality. There we go. And we've made it to Veilstone after a short second here of me reorganizing the team. When we battle the gym leader, it will be Imperial's gym alongside Blaze. Because there is something in there that will be problematic for our Staravia. But that is where we are at. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these berries. And... Welcome to Veilstone! No, we do not want to use our repel. So, Veilstone City. Let's first go heal. Might as well. The city of Veilstone. Team is looking really, really nice. We have a good team built right now. But in Veilstone, there used to be a game corner here. I didn't really mention this too often, but there used to be a game corner. It has been replaced by the Metronome Style Shop. Which means that there is no, there is nothing there. So, let's go in here. I would like to change my style. Now, normally I like picking up the cyber style because that is what I like wearing in this game. But we're gonna pick up this Pikachu hoodie, and that will be our new outfit for a bit. That way we can change the outfit a little bit. And it gave us a metronome for talking to them. But the main event, the reason why I was so pumped to get here, is we have some TMs that we can buy. We have the Veilstone Department Store. Which... is this the counter or is this not the counter? It is not the counter. That gives us another Poketch. Think this is... yes. So, we have some great moves for us. Some great things are here. We are going to stock up on these. I'm gonna buy probably one of each of the main moves here. We also have some other great moves. We have U-Turn. Also have West Protect. I'm gonna buy at least one of those. Got Reflect and Light Screen, Substitute, Indoor Workup, Swords Dance. Double Team, and Flash. I'm gonna buy at least another copy of Flash. There we go. And that is where we will end today. We're actually gonna teach some moves over. So let's go ahead and teach some things. Because I definitely know I want to. We're gonna go ahead and give Roost to Imperial because it's definitely a very, very useful move. I think we will... actually, no, we will not give it Roost. I will be teaching Blaze Flamethrower to get rid of Ember. Ice Beam can only be learned by Death Ride. Thunderbolt can only be learned there. Psychic cannot be taught. Thorn can learn Dazzling Gleam. We are going for this. Mainly because we don't need Mega Drain. Magical Leaf is really good. Dazzling Gleam is very good for several reasons. U-Turn. I could teach U-Turn to both Blaze and Imperial. I might actually grab 2 copies of that and teach it to both Pokemon, but for now we're gonna teach this thing U-Turn and get rid of Quick Attack. That's right. we're kind of going on the full coverage side of things. I'll change its moveset once it evolves. Sword Stance is interesting because it can be taught by Blaze, which he's more of a special attacker in this net right at the moment. He's more of a mixed attacker. Stabby McStab learning it is kind of fun because once it evolves, it can be like disgusting with it. I'm gonna get rid of Toxic Spikes for it. But I think I am gonna go ahead and grab another copy of U-Turn and teach it to Monferno. That way it can switch out itself. That way I can get an attack in, hit it, and then leave. Obviously, its attack is not as high as its special attack right now, but it will be better than just having 2 fighting type moves. And that's not all. I saw a move that we can teach our fighting type. Now, this move is really bad. It has a very low % chance to hit. It is one of the worst moves in Pokemon history. It is a 70 accurate move, but it is Focus Blast. And because we are doing a lot more special attacking with this Pokemon than we are physical attacking, it only makes sense to give Focus Blast to our Monferno. So, that is the team. The next time that we are here, we will be doing the next gym. We will be battling the next gym leader. The next gym. So, should be very interesting. We should be able to plow right through it, because we do have some very good Pokemon here. It's just a matter of how the next gym goes. Because we do have... the next gym is pretty challenging if you're not prepared for it. Hopefully the Pokemon we have are able to take care of it and do it. So, we'll find out. But for now, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the stream today here. I know it's a bit of a on the shorter end of streams, but I really feel like I wanted to kind of make this stream a tiny bit shorter, and then our next one will be a lot longer. I'm gonna say there might be a stream next Tuesday, but again, just like this week, it will only happen if there is time for it. There will be no uploads next week. I want to take a little tiny break from uploading, just a tiny bit more. The uploads will continue the following week, and I will see you all later. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you're new. See y'all later. Bye-bye.